All right, well, there it is, Titans fans. Night one of the NFL draft has concluded, and I have mixed feelings. I have mixed feelings. Some of you are going to agree, some of you are going to disagree. It's fine. The Tennessee Titans at pick 11 take Peter Skoronski, tackle, guard, whichever one you want him to be. They take him at 11. He's a Tennessee Titan now. His name has kind of been attached to the Titans throughout draft talks by a lot of different people. So there you go. But I have mixed feelings. Am I going crazy? Am I going crazy as I sit here and think to myself that the Tennessee Titans have the worst wide receiving group in this league, the NFL? Who's worse? Whose team has a worse wide receiver lineup than Tennessee does right now, tonight? You'd be hard pressed to find one team with a worse lineup. And I understand, offensive line, it's a need. It's a necessity. You gotta have it. You gotta have offensive line. And the Titans' offensive line was terrible last year. I get it. You gotta fix that. We knew it all along. You've gotta fix it. Right? Great. I'm not dumb. I understand that. But here's what aggravates me. 2020, we picked Isaiah Wilson in the first round. One of the worst picks in the history of mankind. Okay. The next year, in the second round, we took Dylan Radins. And for whatever reason, he hasn't panned out yet either. Last year, we took Nicholas Petit-Frere. Now, granted, that was in a little later round, but we took him. It is so annoying to me that we felt the need to go in there and take an offensive lineman in the first round again. In an early round again. Because Wilson didn't pan out. Radins didn't pan out. Like, our offensive line should be better by now. With all these linemen we keep taking in early rounds every year, offensive line should be better. So yeah, it annoys me that we had to go in there and go offensive line again in an early round, the first round, again. That annoys me. Because the offensive line should not be getting worse as we keep drafting talent in early rounds for the offensive line. So that's annoying. The other thing that is annoying is that for months now, in talking about the draft, we Titans fans, we have just daydreamed of maybe a wide receiver that could come in here and, God forbid, help us. Because as I just said, we have the worst wide receiving group in the league. We have daydreamed about, at 11, who could we get at 11 at wide receiver? Or even better, what if we traded up and we got the quarterback of the future? Because Houston, there was talk about them not getting Stroud, so we could get C.J. Stroud, and that could be our quarterback. Oh, we went into tonight so excited. The Titans are going to trade with Arizona. They're going to get up there. They're going to get their quarterback. Listen, I never really bought into the fact that Houston wasn't going to go quarterback at number 2. Like, why would you not? But you know what? We got our hopes up, didn't we? We got all excited thinking that we were going to do something exciting. And then we did what we do all the freaking time, and we drafted an offensive lineman. Do we need it? Yeah, sure we need it. We shouldn't need it, but we do. And so we're trying another offensive lineman in an early round, and this one better work. It's just... After all that. And you know what? Don't say, well, you shouldn't have got your hopes up because that was never going to happen. You know what? When you've got every analyst today has been like, hey, don't be surprised if the Titans land C.J. Stroud. What are you supposed to do? Like, of course you're naturally going to get excited when you hear that. And let me say this. I have said all along, if you can't get Bryce and if you can't get Stroud, you do not trade up for a quarterback. I am glad that we did not trade up for Anthony Richardson or Will Levis. Ain't nobody trading up for Will Levis. People ain't even got to worry about trading back. I mean, you got to go back to get him. He's still sitting there waiting to get drafted. I'm glad we didn't trade up. Once Bryce and Stroud were off the board, I didn't want to trade up to get another quarterback. I don't want to get those guys. Okay. I wanted to get a wide receiver. I'm going to be honest. I know offensive line's in need. Our offensive line was terrible. But our wide receiving group, here's the difference. The offensive line, Rand Carthon, Amy Adams-Strunk, Mike Vrabel, they've had no problem acknowledging that we have issues on the offensive line. Through free agency, now through the draft, man, they acknowledge, it's clear that they have gotten together and said this offensive line's got to get better, and they're trying to make moves to get that to happen. Okay, that's great. That's great. I haven't heard the first word from them about this group of wide receivers. Do they know? They have to know. They get paid to do. They have to know how bad their wide receiver group is right now. They have to know that in 2023 in the NFL, you cannot go out there with Treylon Burks, Kyle Phillips, Racey McMath, and Nick Westbrook-Akine and expect to beat anyone. I don't care if you've got Derrick Henry in the backfield. It ain't going to work with that crew lined up on the outside. It is not going to work. They have to know that, right? Please, God, tell me that they know we need some help at wide receiver. And at this point, who is it going to be? Because they got pick 41 tomorrow in the second round. They could still draft somebody, but it's once again, we have no veteran presence on a wide receiving core at all. Not a one. People keep talking about DeAndre Hopkins. You think that man wants to come to Nashville at this stage in his career? He said it in an interview a couple weeks ago. That dude wants to go to Kansas City. He wants to go to Buffalo. He wants to try to win a ring. He ain't coming to Nashville, Tennessee. Okay? Can we just stop with that? Who else is there? What free agent wide receiver is there? Who are you going to try to make a trade for at this point? Okay, who is there in the draft that's going to magically make you say, oh my gosh, we got a lot of talent now? I'm concerned. I need to know, because like I said, I haven't heard the first word from Rand, from Vrabel, from anybody about how bad this wide receiving group is. And it's almost May. We're about to get into the summer. Are we going to do anything about it? Or are we just going to do what we always do and try to make somebody who wouldn't even make a roster anywhere else into a wide receiver one for us? Because that's what we try to do. That's what we tried to do last year. And we ended up losing our last 7 games and blowing a big lead in the division. Are we really going to try to run it back and come back and run Derrick Henry 50 times a game and see if that works? Did it work last year? I've said it time and time again, even if Derrick's here, and I hope he is, it is time for an identity change. I'm sick of watching this team come out and just run. You know what they're going to do, so they just run. I understand how great Derrick Henry is, but it's 2023. It is not 1975, and that's just not going to cut it. Somebody in that organization has got to know that. There's got to be some kind of plan at wide receiver. I don't know what it would even be. Oh, by the way, speaking of the passing game, hope y'all are ready for another year of Tannehill. Hope y'all are ready for that, because I think we're about out of options now. Because even if they were to draft Will Levis or Hendon Hooker tomorrow, neither one of those guys is going to be ready to come in and start this fall. So even if they were to draft one of those guys, you're still going to be getting Tannehill this fall. So just go ahead and prepare yourself for that right now. It's going to be Ryan Tannehill throwing to guys who wouldn't even make the roster elsewhere. So, just get ready for that. And you know what? All of that talk about CJ Stroud, I'm starting to wonder if the Titans were ever even interested in doing it. Does it not seem like the most Titans thing? I guarantee you, Peter Skoronski was who they were eyeing the whole time while we were all talking about the quarterback of the future. Oh, look at these wide receivers that could help us. You know, they decided long ago, oh, we got to go with Skoronski because we got to run the ball. We got to run the ball. It's all we know how to do. We have no other way to win. We have no idea how to do it except to just run. If that's what they plan to do this fall, please let me know in advance so I can find something else to do on Sunday afternoons. Past about October, because they're going to be out of it by then anyway. And I ain't going to sit back and watch that anymore. Who am I kidding? Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am, but I ain't going to like it. I ain't going to enjoy it. Peter Skoronski, listen, I'm excited to have him. Great addition to the team. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you. I'm just worried about our lack of talent in skill positions in 2023 in the NFL. What are we doing? I don't know. I don't know. You guys have a good night. Tighten up. Bye.